repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you. It's me now. Hear my truth now. Yeah.
under the sun. In the shadows, we played the game. Now I'm standing here taking the blame. A lot of y'all was at the freak off too, so don't put it all on me. That's just the truth. I've been up and down this road trying to find my peace. Confessions of a man without a release. Oh, now, hey. In the mirror, I saw the truth hiding in plain view. I'm coming clean now, this burden to undo. We were all there dancing shadows in the night, acting wrong when we knew what was right. But deep inside, there's more you must see. In this room of mirrors, it's not just me. I walk this path with heavy chains, trying to shed those sins, erase the stains. I've seen the highs and the pushing low, fading in the spotlight. That's how it goes. My sleeve, trying to clear the air, let the demons relieve. Every wrong turn and every mistake led me to this moment, let my soul quake. Plays a part in the shadows deep, lost in the game. It's promises to keep.
Let's be real, we were all thinking this. What made Anook's body glow like that?
Nah, you were thinking that. We knew why. We were thinking, damn, sis looks stunning. You were wondering why her body was glowing. And baby, you can tell me that it's one cream, one glow, one... Let me tell you why. Melanin, dark skin, chocolate. That's it. Anything else that she added to it is just an extra bonus because, baby, you can't buy the melanin. Like, it's gifted from God. I said what I said.
I'm unapologetically black for all rhymes and reason. I give no apologies for my blackness, giving rhyme or reasons. Black all the time, no matter the time of season. We spice up everything and add our flavor, we the seasoning. Hated by many, but admired by most. We the baddest from the U.S. to the Ivory Coast.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
We don't have to exert our power, we just simply coast. We've been put down, let down, and hung out to dry. But through all of it, we still keep our heads to the sky. Black forever, forever. I'm unapologetically black. We rise like the sun, strong and unbroken. Every word, every beat, our spirit is spoken. Unapologetic yet, yeah, we're the chosen. From the streets to the stage, the power's awoken. Black magic in our veins. Feel the motion, warriors of change. Pushing through every notion, no chains can hold us. We break through like oceans, educate, elevate. That's our devotion.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
I'm unapologetically black for all rhymes and reason. I give no apologies for my blackness, giving rhyme or reasons. Black all the time, no matter the time of season. We spice up everything and add our flavor, we the seasoning. Hated by many, but admired by most. We the baddest from the U.S. to the Ivory Coast. We don't have to exert our power, we just simply coast. We've been put down, let down, and hung out to dry. But through all of it, we still keep our heads to the sky. Black forever, forever. I'm unapologetically black. Still pushing through the struggle, can't keep us down. Voices loud from the underground to every town. Shades of excellence, ain't no hiding, won't back down. From the roots to the U.S. in the city's crown. Stay shining bright despite the hate they lay. Our culture's fire burns strong night and day. Black forever, the spirit won't decay. Raise the banner high, cause we here to stay. Sally, stay shine, but put it up, go in a level I talk to our pride. Sally, angel, new command, you toss us in mass and it's turn on Sally.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. Okay, so forgive me for being oh so late. I was actually having technical difficulties, but also I was trying to get all my receipts together. So that's why I stalled you all by playing all of those songs, okay? Please pay attention. With that all being said, everyone please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, also, Queen, what's the name? Hold on. Queen, what's the name of that unapologetically black? Yes, that's the name of it, beloved. Okay, so with that all being said, let's get into this because this is all so crazy. All right, Nessa G says, we love the preview. Thank you, beloved. All right, so let's get into it. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And also, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you all low down dirty scoundrels know what to do, like Juju says. Okay, so listen, you all remember days ago I did this video about a lawsuit that was filed against Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, Diddy, other people, R. Kelly, and it was deemed as frivolous. It was deemed as frivolous. But here's the thing. Sophie says, Queen, I was so paranoid earlier. I was stalking YouTube looking for your notifications because I missed the first minutes yesterday. Let me tell you something, beloved. I'm glad you brought that up, okay? First of all, let me shout out everybody who's in here. Reggie, Terry Hidd, Stacy Quentin. Okay, that Crazy Beast Aries said never unsubscribe, Queen, okay? Claudette, Tawana. Of course, Juju B is in the house. Anita Harrell, Khalid, Herlene, Vincent Ann from the UK. Tawana, Desmond. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. All right? And Nessa G, of course. Now, Queen Sam, I see you, beloved. Okay, so that all being said, shout out to all of my loyal worlds and everyone tuning into the Queen. But listen, I'm glad you brought that up about Screw Tube because I want you all to pay attention. Now, you all know, hey, Jeff ATL, Missions Visions, Darnell, Roddy. You all know that Screw Tube has me shadow banned. Okay, they'll say they don't, but they absolutely do. Okay, I've already been to court with them once for something else. All right, and it didn't go favorably. Okay, for them. You know they took my channel before and I got it back and all of this, so I'm shadow banned. With that all being said, you may not receive notifications. You may even be unsubscribed, okay? So you have to make sure that you're double checking to make sure you're subscribed. Also, I want you all to pay attention. So they take my views every day. They steal my views. Please pay attention. Now, you can sit here and look at the views that we have right now, the people that are in the chats, okay? When the video ends, please pay attention to how many views it says that I have. Now, when I asked them about why they do this, they claim that they do it because sometimes people get fake views. I said, how do people get fake views? They say, well, people can get a third-party app to give them fake views or third-party service or something that gives you fake views. If I was generating fake views, don't you think I'd have way more than what I have? This is all crazy. Then they say that people can get other people to keep the videos playing on their devices all day long. Okay, who has time for that? So anyway, this is just a way of them stealing my views. I want you all to pay attention because here's the thing. They already have me shadow banned and already were stealing my views. They've been doing it forever. And then, but now, since I got my channel remonetized, they're doing it even more so. So you mean to tell me that yesterday's video only got 1,300 plus views? Yeah, I find it very interesting. And let's not forget that I told you all months ago and I showed you the receipts, how before I even started my broadcast, there was 11,000 likes to a video. Okay, so they slipped up. They slipped up because we caught them that day. Okay, 2 of my subscribers saw it, screenshot it, and sent it to me. So how am I having 11,000 likes before the video even starts? But then when I do a video, I have 1,200, 3,000, whatever views. Okay, so please pay attention. So I believe that people are seeing the videos, but they're just not, giving me the credit for people seeing the videos. Okay, so that's what it is. That's what it is. It's their platform. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Okay, but that don't discourage the Queen because, like I said before, I don't make my living off of Screw Tube. Okay, that's what I don't do. All right, and so anyway, with that all been said, let's get into it. Okay, Sunset Night said we need to get together and sue these social media sites. Yes, we absolutely do. We need a class action lawsuit. Okay, so anyone who wants to file, please hit me up because I've already been talking to an attorney. Okay, with that all being said, let's talk about it. So this lawsuit filed by a woman by the name of Camila Tarver and Danny Tarver has some very shocking allegations. Now, mind you, I must say, it has been ruled or deemed as frivolous, just like the other one that I spoke about the other day. So these allegations are absolutely not true. Wink, wink. These are absolutely not true, okay, because it has been deemed as frivolous. That's what you ought to pay attention. Okay, pay attention to that. This is all fake news, but we're going to talk about it anyway because just for kicks. Okay, none of this is true, shall I say. All right, I'm not trying to get Tasha Cage, so none of this is absolutely true. This is all deemed frivolous. All right, so that all being said, let's talk about it because I find it all nefarious. Who would make up all of these lies and why? Like, what is their motive? I just have questions as to why people would do such things. Okay? So with that all being said, and let's not forget the lawsuit that I talked about as it pertained to JC, aka Jigga, yesterday. I'm going to share my screen. Now, what I'm not going to do, beloveds, I'm not going to keep the whole thing up here. Hold on, I'm looking for something real quick. I'm not going to keep the whole lawsuit on the screen because, first of all, some of the stuff in it, I don't want to show on the screen. And it's not pictures, it's just some of the wording. And then also, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it's a lot. There's several of them that I'm going to talk about. So because I'm going to be talking about several of them today, then I'm not going to go through the entirety of all of the lawsuits. But I will do is tell you some of the key points, okay? And some of the research I did to try to, find out some of this stuff, basically. Overthought said clearly nefarious. Exactly, okay? So anyway, let's just get into it. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, let me just download something real quick, beloveds. Like I said, this is all so crazy as far as I'm concerned. Now, there's 3 different ones that I'm going to talk about. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the first one pulled up. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff. I'm telling you that much. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the first one up on the screen. And then we'll talk about what this person alleges. Okay, we'll talk about what this person is alleging. Camila Tarver. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, so let's get into it. Hold on, beloveds. Let me get rid of this real quick. Hold on, I'm going to put my overlay on there real quick. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, this is the first one I found, and this one is filed by Camila Tarver. And this one is against Matthew Knowles, Tina Knowles, Kim Kardashian West, California Police, Kylie Jenner, Sandy Paramedics, Kelly Whitaker, Marcella Sanchez, Beyonce Knowles, Fabulous John Jackson, Offset. I believe it should be Offset. Oh, no, it says Offset. Okay, let me not allow Offset. It says Offset on behalf of KC, Chingy H. Bailey, and City 911 operator listed as the defendants. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. So now let's get into it. Everyone, please be sure to get those likes up. Thank you in advance. So I'm going to tell you all some of the allegations. And again, please remember, keep in mind that these things have been ruled as frivolous. Okay? So basically, Camila and Danny Danny Tolliver Jr., whom I would assume is her husband. So they basically say that there was a lot of S trafficking going on. They say that they have been surveilled. They say that there's torture and all sorts of crazy things going on. And this is done by a group of people with wealth, is what they say. Okay, so please pay attention. And a lot of the stuff that's said is very similar to the things that were said in the other lawsuit that was also filed frivolously against Beyonce and Jay-Z. So let me see where I want to start with this. Okay, so now here's what she says. Lights up, everyone, please get the lights up. Okay, plaintiff Camila Tolliver resides in Denver, Colorado. And on May the 3rd of 2024, so this was just last month, a plaintiff insinuated this action filing pro se a complaint, an amended complaint, and an application to proceed in district court without repaying fees or cost long term. Okay, so now mind you, this was filed last month. Now the previous one that I told you all about was actually filed in August, I want to say August of 2020, I do believe. Okay, and so let's talk about some of the things that are said. Hold on, beloveds. Okay, so she says Beyonce knows was putting mom at risk. Police Department of California refused to take person Camila Tolliver police calls to 911 emergency yesterday. Okay, so basically saying they wouldn't take her calls that she made to 911. Police didn't call back and was shot on monitor. Kim Kardashian is at fault for all persons. Now, this is kind of hard to read because this is written in her own handwriting and it's really messy. Okay. She's written on top of the document. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, so it goes on to say that Camila Tolliver police calls 911 emergency yesterday. Police didn't call back and was shot on monitor. Now, Kim Kardashian is at fault for all persons who were assaulted on Rig Auditorium. So that's the place where this allegedly happened, according to her. Rig Auditorium on Calabasas in California. Also, monitor is causing Camila Tolliver to be at risk for these corn with a P contracts. Okay, and then it says Kardashian owes business partners in courts of California. So it goes on to say, need the courts to file more charges for S assaults, S harassment, okay, ignoring Tina Knoll, Yvette Bailey, elderly are at risk. They're on monitors, also using the wealth to exploit women and ignoring 911 calls to the police. Now, like I said, this was filed pro se, which means she filed it herself. She didn't have an attorney. Okay, so she lists on here the court naming herself, in this court, naming herself as a plaintiff, Tolliver versus Knowles. Okay, Tolliver versus Priest, Tolliver versus the court's judicial, Tolliver versus Assurance Wireless versus Bailey, Kim Kardashian, Sanchez. She names a whole lot of people, basically. Now, as part of the court's review of this action pursuant to an illicit statutes, the court has determined that the submitted documents are deficient as described in this order. Plaintiff will be directed to cure the following if she wishes to pursue her claims. Any papers that plaintiff files is in response to this order must include the civil action number on this order. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about what needs to be submitted. Now, she's asking for a request for help and basically talking about being S assaulted, S harassment, all of that. And then it goes on to say, the document says a short A short and plain statement of the claim showing that the pleader is entitled to relief. A demand for relief is sought. Now, the philosophy of rule is reinforced by Rule 8D1, which provides that each allegation must be simple, concise, and direct. Plaintiff is directed to file an amended complaint that complies with Rule number 8. To comply with federal pleading standards, plaintiff must allege in a clear, concise, and organized manner what each defendant did to her. When the defendant did it, how the defendant's actions harmed her, and what specific legal rights she has or she believes that the defendants violated, and what specific relief she requests. Now, it goes on to say that the issue of subject matter jurisdiction may be raised sua sponte, which is frivolous, by the court at any time during the course of these proceedings. Okay, and then it references the case, the same case that it referenced in the last lawsuit with Jay-Z and Beyonce, when that was also deemed as frivolous. Okay, now furthermore, statutes conferring jurisdiction on federal courts must be strictly construed. There are two statutory bases for federal subject matter jurisdiction. Okay, to go on to list that, let me skim through all of this. Now, a legally frivolous claim rests on an indisputably meritless legal theory, such as a claim that a non-existent legal interest has been infringed. A claim is factually frivolous if it depicts fantastical or delusional scenarios. The facts alleged rise to the level of irrational or wholly incredible. So basically saying the same thing that it said before. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you like this. Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. This person is saying that there was torture going on, there was trafficking, harassment, and naming all of these people as having had something to do with it. Hey, Edward, beloved. Okay, naming all of these people as having something to do with it. Now, with that aside, there was another woman named Keita. Okay, Keita filed a suit as well, which was also deemed as frivolous. Now, in Keita's filing, she said basically some of the same things. Okay, Keita's allegations, she talked about Ponzi schemes being used. She's basically saying there's a group of people, like a ring of them all together, and they bilk people out of millions of dollars through Ponzi schemes. Claims that in 2019, that's when she first got into the music industry, and then she had her phones tapped. She's been surveilled, and so were her children. She said she lived at a hotel due to a grant that was given to her by Beyonce's foundation titled Be Good. Okay, she said it was Beyonce's foundation. Now, I didn't have a chance to look that up, but real quick, let me just stop the share and let me see if I can look up this foundation to see if she at least told the truth about that. I just have a whole lot of questions. Hold on, beloveds. Let's get into it. I'm going to look this up. Be Good Foundation is what they call it. I'm going to share my screen. Well, I try to Google this real quick. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, here it is. It says, everyone has the right to economic equity. Be Good is a public charity foundation founded by Beyonce Knowles Carter. Okay, so this is where she says that she got the grant so she could live at the hotel from. Okay. Please pay attention. This is all frivolous, mind you. This is all frivolous, mind you. Okay, Roddy said, be good. Guarantee you there's nothing good about it. Okay? At the end of the day, okay, so anyway, let's get into some of her allegations, because here's what she has to say. She says that, well, here's the thing. This woman filed numerous cases. Okay, she filed multiple cases against these people, and they were all deemed as frivolous for the most part, or dismissed. Now, some of them haven't been dismissed. Okay, some of these cases have not been dismissed as of yet, but the ones that the judge has already seen have been dismissed. And so what she basically says is that she was staying at this hotel due to Beyonce's grant from her Be Good Foundation, saying that she was targeted because she took the grant from Beyonce. She alleges that she was targeted because of that. Okay, and says that one day her kids were outside and the police pulled up, and then they were talking to her kids or whatever, and then says that she was even arrested at some point and then put in a hospital without her consent. Okay, I guess she was trying to say that they were deeming her as crazy or whatever. She says that people have been given, they put glass and crystals in the food and different types of toxins so that when people retaliate against them or try to expose them, that these people, will come up deceased. And so that it looks like they either did it to themselves or it was something natural about the death. And basically saying they put toxins and stuff in there. Now that's interesting because let's not forget what the first coroner's report said about Kim Porter, that there was possible toxins. Do you all remember that? And another thing I thought that was interesting was she talked about people being injected with some type of fecal matter. Now, do you all remember when I read the autopsy report on Kim Porter, it said something about fecalis being in her system? Do you all remember that? One's in the chat if you remember that from the Kim Porter autopsy that I previewed on here, that I showed you guys and went through it very thoroughly. Anyone remember that? One's in the chat. Christopher, were you here that day? Okay, a lot of people putting ones. Christopher said two. I don't know if you were here that day, Christopher. But so I find it interesting because, like I said, she's claiming that they were injecting people with this stuff. Okay, she says that she mentioned, she said that the cops, she accused the police of being in on it. And that's why the police are named in some of these lawsuits. And then said that these people would steal tech ideas, that they stole people's intellectual property, and that they used certain things for insider trading to exploit artists' work and ideas. Now that's also interesting because in the lawsuit that I read to you all yesterday about Jay-Z, they basically said the same thing. They alleged that Jay-Z was taking their copyrighted materials and all of that stuff and not giving them any credit for it or whatever. And he even had other people doing it and saying that, they were hacked and all of these things. So I'm just telling you all, some of the same stuff that was said in the previous lawsuits that I went over are being said in these other lawsuits, which I find absolutely very interesting. Okay. Roddy said, yes, if you're a genius, keep it to yourself until parents are copyrights. Yeah, you have to copyright your stuff. Absolutely. Okay, you have to copyright your stuff. So otherwise, anybody, it's just up for grabs. Anybody can take it. Anybody can take it for whatever reason and then lie about it later. Okay, so now with that all being said, she says that they were given unknown illegal substances, okay, to young people, all right, to minors. And 20 years old, Danny Tolliver, say they gave Danny Tolliver something that caused him to have a seizure in the bathroom, okay, in the LAX bathroom after being harassed, threatened, assaulted by security, by Kim Kardashian security. Okay, and then Angela Simmons and Keisha Knight. It's got all kinds of stuff here. I'm telling you, like I said, this is all frivolous. Please pay attention. So a lot of allegations and basically saying that this is a bunch of people that get together and do these things and that it's even politicians involved. And these politicians are from both sides of the fence, basically saying Republicans and Democrats. Okay. Now, again, let me just reiterate that none of this is true. This is all false and frivolous allegations. Okay. None of this has ever been proven. But I'm just telling you what has been alleged. So that all being said, claims that they've been trafficking folks and all of that. Some of the same allegations in Diddy's lawsuit, okay, in the previous lawsuit. that was frivolously filed against Jay-Z and Beyonce. It talks about trafficking and all of that. Okay, I just find it all so crazy. Please pay attention. And then also, says that they have scammed people out of money through identity theft, the Ponzi schemes, and all sorts of things. Okay, so what do you all think about this? Byron B said a den of thieves. Okay, Sophie says, Queen, I beg of you to look into Darren Cuby, the son of Credell Red Jones. He wrote the book Inside the Shylights. Oh, you know what? You sent me that in an email, beloved, and I'm absolutely going to get that book. Okay, I'm going to get that book this weekend. Please pay attention. Hold on just a second. Okay, so like I said, this woman filed numerous lawsuits, and some of them have been dismissed. Okay, she talks about minors being auctioned off and sold. Okay, talks about minors being auctioned off and sold. The people that are targeted, the people that are being abused and tortured, say that they're fed from toilets. Okay, like I said, claiming they put glass and toxins in the food to make the death look natural or self-inflicted. Illicit materials are passed by wealthy people, and they disguise it as art. Okay, and this is what they've been doing. And then says that she was illegally recorded in her home. Now she said something about they tricked her mother. Basically lied and told her mother they were going to film a documentary, and this allowed them to illegally film her in her home and also in her car and other places without her consent. And then she said that she was retaliated against for trying to fight back, and anyone who retaliates or tries to basically expose them suffers severe consequences. Okay, and then she said there's a group called Moms of America who is part of all of this, and said that Rock Nation had victimized her and her children. She filed police reports, nothing was done. Okay, even accused the police of being in on it, all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, and said the mother let them stream her and all of this for this fake documentary. And it's a whole lot of crazy stuff, okay? Some of this stuff I can't even say on here, but I find it absolutely nefarious, okay? I mean, to make up all these lies on people, that's, celebrities, why would you do it? Does anyone have a clue why anyone would make up all these lies on celebrities? I just find it very interesting. Okay, and here's the thing. That's not even the end of it. Okay, that's not even the end of it, because there's another person who filed a lawsuit claiming some of the same things. And this is a man, and he filed almost 100 lawsuits. Okay, his stuff was deemed frivolous as well. So please pay attention. But hold on. Let me look up some of the stuff that he said. Because like I said, it's a whole lot. I can't even go through all of this. Some of it I can't show on the screen, and some of it I can't even talk about on here. That's how crazy it is. Please pay attention. Hold on. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Okay, so here's what some of the other stuff Keita says. I think I'll show this on the screen. Okay, I think I'm going to show this on the screen. Uh-oh, I think my earring fell out. Oh, my earpiece. Okay, so I'm going to show this on the screen. Hold on. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay. Now, let's talk about this, because here are some of the allegations. Some more of the allegations from Keita. She says, my name is Keita M. James Irvin. I'm writing to request emergency protection for me and my children, or me and my two children, William W. Morris Jr. and Jasmine M. D. Morris. I hereby state that I'm a victim of human trading / trafficked. My identity used in dozens of states. Now, the result of me finding out was attending politician or parties. I'm not going to say that word because the E-parties, okay? I'll just say parties with rich people, okay? In which it was brought to my attention by one in which was an Mason ring, some known as y'all know that group that they talk about that sounds like something when you turn the lights on, I'm not going to say it, some of the 5% and other religious groups. Now, mind you, this is all frivolous. None of it's true. Some of its members involve pastors that worship skulls and devil horns, and even politicians, celebrities, athletes, mass media, police departments, federal agents, intelligence agencies, and our most notable people across the world. Most start as child marriage. Okay, are y'all hearing this? This is all crazy. This is all crazy. Please pay attention. Hold on. It goes on to say, targeted from family bloodline, genetics, tribal land, and military families, owed money from retirements, trust accounts, Roths, etc. Unclaimed money used in a Ponzi scheme to invest and scam others out of billions. In my case, I was a victim of child marriage recruited by a police department in Buffalo, New York. Now, mind you, in her lawsuit, she does list the Buffalo police too. This is all frivolous. Of course, none of this is true. Okay. Recruited by Buffalo Police Department, New York, from rescuing my aunt at 5 years old. I was in the local newspaper called The Challenger and picture published in local restaurants in 1993 for my heroic efforts at a young age under Mayor Mycelo of Buffalo, New York. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to Google that when I'm done and see if I can find that, what she's talking about. Okay, she says, I am a descendant of James from Richmond, Virginia, and Snell family from Red House, Virginia, of my father's side. We inherited the land of founding father Thomas Jefferson, Randolph family. On my mother's side, we came from Ford Plantation. My mother is the first generation descendant on her side, not born on a Ford Plantation. Okay, so her mother's the first generation on her side, not born on a Ford Plantation. Okay, when I began interning in the music industry in 2019, I was unaware that my home and phones were botched. When I moved into an apartment in Tucker, Georgia, 2019, I was unaware of Ricky James. I had found an apartment on Zillow using Google Maps March of 2019 and went to Bullock Management of Tucker, Georgia, to fill out lease, paying first and last month's rent and security deposit. While in apartment, I remember saying aloud, I wanted to help an artist from the city of Buffalo because it looked like his music career was struggling. I reached out to his CEO of his record company called BSF record label and asked his childhood friend if they needed marketing help, in which he accepted. I ran into a guy named Alvin Worthy a few weeks prior at post office in Tucker, in which I thought was weird at the time. At that time, I was unaware surveillance was in my home, or semiconductor chips military was monitoring civilians. On September the 9th of 2020 in Norcross, Georgia, my children was doing their homework due to school closing, and I allowed them to sit in front of the home in which they asked to sit in our vehicle. Okay, then it says, due to the pandemic, we were displaced, staying in United Way Hotel. My kids was approached by two cop cars stationed. It was against the law, I think she meant stating that it was against the law for them to be sitting in front of the residence despite doing homework in the car, was harassed by officer, and I was later arrested illegally and taken to hospital. I reached out to NAACP, in which they contacted attorney Gerald Griggs of Atlanta NAACP. It was brought to my attention by him that he wanted to pursue R. Kelly and Jay-Z or Norcross matter instead of police brutality. In a Norcross matter of I guess about police brutality. Some of this is not, there's a lot of typos is what I'm trying to say. Okay, a lot of this is typos. So, like I said, this woman claims this story has a plethora of twists and turns. Yes, it does. Okay. Byron B said, when I felt Byron B says, when I fell off the turnip truck in 2019. Christopher says, who wrote this, her or her lawyer? She didn't have a lawyer. She wrote this pro se. Okay. Jamal says, people, when those people want you, they will recruit you. I was recruited and I declined. Are you serious? We got to talk about that, Jamal. Now, here's the thing. Something else that she said is basically that people with mental health issues are often targeted, and people who have substance abuse issues. Okay, and so maybe that's why a lot of this stuff is written in bad English or with typos or whatever. Because maybe some of these people, I don't know, are on illegal substances. But she claims that that is the case, that certain people are targeted because they're on illegal substances. But now also, there is a man, like I said, by the name of William Carroll. Now, William Carroll filed almost 100 lawsuits against these people that he calls a group. Now, he said some very crazy things too. Okay? He said some things that I thought were absolutely crazy as well. Hold on. I forgot where I sent that to. Hold on, beloveds. Let me pull that up. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Now, here's what William says. He talked about, you know, him being subjected to surveillance, just like these other people are claiming. He said that he had been fed fecal, urine, other bodily fluids. Now, this is what Keita said also. Okay, please pay attention. He goes on to say that, hold on, I'm trying to see what I can say because some of the stuff I can't even say it. I'm serious. Okay, he says the people call themselves, this group of people, he says they call themselves the Horns. Horns, Horns. They use tactics to infest foods with toxins in order to make deaths look natural or self-inflicted. People like President Barack Obama also has access to the surveillance technology in which information is being sold in Hollywood as art. Now, that's the second time somebody has said that stuff is being used or traded as if it's art. These people are all saying the same lies. Mind you, this is all lies and frivolous. But these people are all saying the same thing. These people are all saying the same thing. I find it all very interesting. But let me continue, because this is all lies and BS. Please keep that in mind. Now, it goes on to say, the tech idea known as STEM player is one of my tech ideas stolen, and as a threat to my father, my father was killed by requesting settlement on behalf of all cruelty. And I was sent an email from SBA, which is the Small Business Administration, for a $10,000 grant in which I reported to the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. Okay, as I found out, I was a victim. Now, like I said, I know this stuff sounds crazy, and that's likely because it is. Timber Dad said, Queen, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Queen. Right, okay, I'm glad you are. You have to read between the lines, okay? Now, that Crazy Beach Air said, why aren't they countersuing? Well, probably because it's been deemed as frivolous, beloved. Probably because all of this stuff has been deemed as frivolous. Now, with that all being said, here's the thing. I want you to pay attention because several of these people, I wrote down some of the stuff because I said I wasn't going to go through the whole documents. But this man, Mr. William Carroll, says that they had him under surveillance, just like the other people claim. And he says that they even put a camera in his head that can see through his eyes. Now, I know that sounds crazy. He also says that they attach some sort of surveillance thing to his pacemaker, and that when he does something that they don't like or whatever, I guess gets out of pocket or whatever, they can send shock waves to it, which make him become paralyzed. Okay, now mind you, his case was also deemed frivolous. Now, but here's the thing. He supposedly gave the instructions about this surveillance that's connected to his pacemaker. He gave information about that to the judge or whatever in court, and then, you know, told him that it can be accessed by these people that are in this global group. It's what he calls it, a global group of global network of people. He says that they have access to it, and that basically it's been hacked. His pacemaker has been hacked, and that's how they send him these shockwaves and all of this stuff. It says that the Las Vegas Wynn Hotel lets rich people come there to gamble over people who have substance abuse issues. Okay, basically addicts. Saying these people are targeted, and that when someone tries to go against them or whatever, or files lawsuits against them, they cause these people great mental anguish. And also, he said that they encrypted the device that's connected to his pacemaker so that he couldn't, get access to it. But says that they have access to it. So with that all being said, I did some research because I'm like, okay, this all sounds crazy. I never heard of a camera being inside somebody's body where they can surveil you, where they can basically, see what's going on with you through your eyes and all this stuff. And he said the camera was in his head. I'm like, I never heard of any of this. So I'm like, let me just look this up and see if any of this is true. I never heard of pacemakers being hacked or any of this. But guess what? I found that these things can be done. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, hold on. Okay, these people are trying to get me to subscribe. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second to Google this again real quick because this article is trying to get me to subscribe. Can a pacemaker be hacked? Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go. So this is from, let me see, make sure this is a reputable site. This is from science.org. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. This is all nefarious. Mind you, this is all lies and BS. Again, none of this is true. Okay, it says in a 2012 episode of TV series Homeland, Vice President William Walden is assassinated by a terrorist who hacks into his internet-enabled pacemaker and accelerates his heartbeat until he has a heart attack. A flight or fancy? Not everyone thinks so. Internet security experts have been warning for years that such devices are open to both data theft and remote control by a hacker. So it says that in 2007, Vice President Dick Cheney's cardiologist disabled the wireless functionality of his pacemaker because of that risk, saying that it seemed to me to be a bad idea for the vice president to have a device that maybe somebody on a rope line or in the next hotel room or downstairs might be able to get into, hack into it. Okay, so it does say that these things can be hacked, which I find all nefarious. Now let's see about this camera that he says was implanted in his head. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this on the screen so y'all don't think I'm making this stuff up. And again, this is all frivolous. Okay, so this article says a man with a camera implanted in his head. This is from December of 2010. New York City professor Wafa Bilal had art on his mind when he had a camera mounted to the back of his head. But I'm claiming having electronic surgically attached to your body in the name of science. Okay, now he's moved from video games, game modes to photography. Instead of simply picking up a digital camera and going to town, Bilal has a titanium plate implanted in his head to act as a magnetic camera mount. A cable runs from the back of the camera to a specifically designed shoulder bag housing a laptop computer, which will process the pictures taken once every minute. This is all so darn crazy. First of all, why are they making this kind of stuff again? Why are they making this kind of stuff again? This all sounds sick. Okay? This all sounds sick. Reggie says, I remember when they started chipping dogs and cats. I knew they were further down. They were further than they let on. Okay? Yeah, this is all real crazy. So I just want you all to pay attention. So the long and short of it is, many people, William Carroll, okay, Kayeda Irving, and Camila and Danny Tolliver have all found numerous lawsuits on these people that have been deemed frivolous. Just like the ones that I reported on days ago with Charlene Tatum. Wasn't that her name? Yeah, Charlene Latham, which was filed August the 21st of 2020. So Reggie says, sounds like first generation mind control. Okay, so I don't know, honey. This is all crazy. Why aren't these people, that crazy bitch Eric said, why aren't they countersuing? They don't really have to countersue when it's thrown out and deemed as fraudulent or frivolous. Okay, and here's the thing: when it's thrown out, after the judge has given them a chance to get an attorney, because all of these were filed pro se, I do believe. They were filed pro se, which means they filed it themselves without aid of a counsel or attorney. So when these things are deemed frivolous, the judge will often, like I told you days ago with the case of Charlene Latham, the judge will give them, the ability to get an attorney and then have it amended and then come back to court to see if it makes sense. But now, after it's been, after they come back numerous of times, now the judge is like, some of these can't be refiled. Some of these can't be refiled. Now, the woman Keita filed multiple lawsuits. Some of them have been dismissed and some of them have been not. I don't know if that's because they haven't gone before the court yet or whatever, but this is all real crazy. That's all I'm saying. This is all real crazy. It's a whole lot of people telling a whole lot of lies from the sound of it. And some of these allegations absolutely mirror, in my opinion, some of those allegations that Diddy was hit with. I mean, as far as the S harassment, the S assault, all of that stuff. And then even the lawsuit with Kanye West, talking about the S harassment, all that stuff. And another thing is, Kanye was named in one of these as well. And then also Kanye was named in the one from Charlene Latham with Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I just want you all to pay attention to something. Remember how I told you guys months ago about a lot of these billionaires get accused of nefarious things? You all don't see a pattern. You all don't see a pattern. And then here's the thing. I forgot to tell you all this part. Pay attention. So in the case that was filed by Mr. Carroll, I believe it was, it listed Kanye West. This is just a few of the people because it was a long list. It listed Kanye West, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Tom Cruise, Ashton Kutcher, J-Lo, Alicia Keys, Kelly Clarkson, Kelly Osbourne, Avril Lavigne, Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm sorry, what? It names a whole lot of people is all I'm saying. Okay? It names a whole lot of people. Okay? So what do y'all think about all of this? Why would people be doing this for clout? For money? What are they up to? Okay? And they do ask for compensation in some of these filings as well, just so you know. And so I just find it all crazy at the end of the day. I find it all crazy. And even the Police Department of California is listed in one. Police Department, California, City 911 operator. They named the Buffalo Police in another one. One of them claims that, hold on, I'm trying to read this writing. Said that contracts were breached and talk about them distributing corn with a P. says that they need the courts to file more charges. And then they talk about Tina Knowles, Yvette Bailey. They say that they're putting the elderly at risk. Also using their wealth to exploit women. And the police have ignored the phone calls. And basically says that she suffers harassment and feels that her life is at risk. Now, the interesting thing is all of these people claim that they have had surveillance done to them, that they have been stalked both physically. The guy, Williams, says that he was both physically and cyber stalked. And then they all say that intellectual property was stolen. Identity theft, IP theft, all sorts of things. So I don't know, honey. What y'all think about this? This is all nefarious. King Avery Black Power said Black people recognize is a possible mixture of truth and lies. Well, that could be the case. But I'm just going to go with frivolous as it was ruled. Red said, although it's frivolous, I believe most of it because it sounds a lot like Diddy lawsuits. Well, I don't believe it. And I'm not trying to tell y'all to believe it. I'm saying, I'm not trying to get Tasha K. This is all false allegations, lies, and nefariousness and frivolous. Okay? That's what y'all pay attention. Sophie says, Queen, Darren Cuban was also stopped. Some similar stories being told. I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why too. Okay? Please read between the lines. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, with that all being said, I'm about to be out of here. Reggie says that we should know what that association brings about. Simulation. Timber Dad said the Queen does not believe any of it. I sure don't. This is all lies. And I'm just talking about it because I find it interesting that people will be so nefarious that they would make up all these frivolous allegations against these people. Leon Gardner says not all lies. Leon, please read between the lines when the Queen is talking. I'm not trying to get Tasha K. Okay? So with that all being said, I don't believe a word of it. Vince I said they're guilty until proven they're guilty until proven innocent, allegedly. Reggie said, could this be muddy in the waters? You never know, beloved. You never know. So, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. All right? So, but anyway, April said, thank you, Queen, for starting my day each day. Love y'all, Rose. And I love you too, beloved. Reggie said, great broadcast, Queen. Thank you. Okay, so listen, you guys. This is all crazy. Now, how many people in this chat that follow the spiritual channel? You all are welcome. How many of you in this chat follow the spiritual channel have seen the last two videos that I posted? If you haven't seen the last two videos, please go back and watch those. Members, if you have not seen the videos that I posted in the last couple of days for you, please go back and watch your members only videos. Okay? Byron B said, if I go, I'm taking all of you with me. Byron B, you can go by yourself, honey. Don't try to bring the rest of us down with your BS. April said, I watched the replays afterward. Okay, beloved. I just want to make sure you all are not missing it. Because I know I hadn't been on there in a few days. So I just want to make sure you all are not missing your spiritual vitamins, okay? And listen, we will be on there today. And we're going to have trivia, okay? We're going to have trivia. So somebody's going to win a couple of ebooks. Please pay attention. And speaking of that, as I told you all, the new ebooks will be out next week, okay? Christopher said, we love you, Queen. I love you all too, beloved. All right? Byron B said, speaking of Diddy, Queen. I thought you were talking about yourself, Byron, saying that if you go down, you're going to take all me and the royals with you, honey, because I was about to say, please don't. Okay? Please don't even try it. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, I'm up out of here. Christopher said, no Diddy. I know that's right. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. Okay? Make sure you don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._Ashakur, TikTok at Dr. Ashakur, Twitter at DGoddess27. All right? Do just say love you to life, and I love you too, beloved, okay? And so listen. Have y'all heard anything about Biden dropping out of the presidential candidacy? Has anyone heard about that before we roll out of here? Once in the chat. Has anyone heard that Biden is not going to run? That's the first thing I saw when I got up this morning and got online. Has anyone heard that besides me? Once in the chat. Nobody heard it. Well, that's what the word is on the streets now. I can't substantiate that, but that's what they're speculating. They're saying that they believe that Gavin Newsom, who, by the way, is no better, I'm sure, and that's Nancy Pelosi's cousin or nephew, not her cousin, her nephew. Okay, so they're saying that he might replace Biden on the ballot. I saw a news report this morning. Okay, so I find it all very interesting. Okay, so everybody said they haven't heard it. Okay, maybe I should have talked about that too. All right, so anyway, I don't know what I did with that video. Hold on. Let me see if I uploaded that video. Hold on. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Did I upload that video? I don't think I did. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I saw that this morning as soon as I got up. Christopher Love said, can't he just drop? He needs to, as far as I'm concerned. He needs to. Christopher said, oh, no, not him. Byron B said, is the word run? Hold on. Byron B says, is the word run even in his vocabulary? Juju B said he needs to drop. He needs to go to sleep, drop and go to sleep somewhere. Okay. Root Tracker said I knew weeks ago. I follow redacted. Okay. This is all crazy. Jimmer Dan says, Queen, did you talk about the 10 Commandments fiasco? No, I didn't. What 10 Commandments fiasco, beloved? And thank you for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. 10 Commandments, what are they trying to do now? Lord, this is all getting worse and worse. Hold on. What's going on with the 10 Commandments, Dan? Please don't tell me they're trying to change them. That Newsom is governor here. Do not vote for him. In Louisiana high school, says that. Okay, hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, you know, Newsom is not it, okay? Newsom is absolutely not it. And then, so also, what do you all think about Steve Harvey? They say that Steve Harvey interviewed Kabami the other day, okay? Interviewed Kabami the other day and said that the only way we're going to get reparations is to vote for the Democrats. I'm sorry, haven't our people been voting for them collectively for the last 50 plus years? Where's the reparations? They don't even want to address it, let alone give it to us. So please miss me with it. Please miss me with it. I find it all interesting. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick since Dan brought it up before I roll out of here. New law requires all Louisiana public classrooms to display the 10 Commandments. So it says Louisiana has become the first state to require that the 10 Commandments be displayed in every public classroom. The latest move for a GOP-nominated legislature pushing a conservative agenda under a new governor. The legislation that Republican Governor Jeff Landry signed into law on Wednesday requires a poster-sized display of the 10 Commandments in large, easily readable fonts in all public classrooms from kindergarten to state-funded universities. Saying if you want to respect the rule of law, you've got to start from the original lawgiver, which was Moses, who got the commandments from God. Opponents questioned the law's constitutionality and voted to challenge it in court. Proponents said the measure is not solely religious, but that it has historical significance. In the language of the law, the 10 Commandments are foundational documents of our state and national government. The posters will be paired with a 4-paragraph context statement describing how the 10 Commandments were a prominent part of American public education for almost 3 centuries. And they must be in place in classrooms by the start of 2025. Well, I really don't see anything wrong with that. Leon said that's unconstitutional too. I don't see anything wrong with it. Listen, some of you need to know the 10 Commandments, okay? And you need to start abiding by them. Some of y'all are just, quite frankly, nefarious. All right? Some of you all are just nefarious. Stacy said they don't honor the 10 Commandments, hypocrites. They don't. They really don't. All right? Perplex said, rolls my eyes. Dan said, I respectfully disagree. I don't want the government pushing a religion. I don't either, beloved. Christy One Love says the best on YouTube. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. Reggie said the separation of church and state still applied. Okay. Stacy says they don't abide by it. No, they don't. They don't. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't think I can't believe they even want to do that, because aren't these the same people who removed prayer from schools? Y'all remember that, right? Aren't these the same set of people who removed prayer from schools? So I have questions. All right? I have questions. They said separation of church and state. Absolutely. Leon said they don't do anything good. Nope, they sure don't. They absolutely don't. Reggie said exactly. Okay, so I just have questions. Like, what are they up to? Okay, what are they up to? Now, listen. I have some very good information that I need to give you guys, but I can't talk about it on ScrewTube. So I may post it this weekend on Rumble. I may post it on there this weekend, and then I'll let you all know, because this is all crazy. All right? There's a whole lot going on. Please pay attention. Perplex said, right, Queen, make it make sense. Okay? With that all being said, everyone enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Enjoy your strong end out the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. Okay, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. All right, and I will see you all later on today on the spiritual channel. Look for your notifications. All right, until next time, beloveds. Peace.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got